Hi, and welcome to Governor Mifflin's secondary Google Classroom explanation video. I am going to talk you through the setup of our high school and middle school's Google Classrooms. All Google Classrooms will follow a similar format for the 2021 school year. Please follow along with me as I walk you through some of the most important features of Google Classroom. First, under the Stream tab, inside the Classroom title banner, there is going to be a link for your Google Meets. If your teacher has set up a Meet link, it will appear here. If it shows Meet link, that indicates no Meet link has been added yet, or your teacher has turned it off for now. Once a Meet link is an active hyperlink, it will be the same for every time your class has a scheduled live meeting. You will always be able to access it here in the banner of your Google Classroom Stream tab. The Stream tab is also the place where your teacher will be posting important information or reminders. Your assignments will no longer appear in this stream. Assignments will instead be listed only in the Classwork tab. Under the Classwork tab, your teachers will be organizing your assignments by weekly date topics, which are large headings in Google Classroom. Beneath each weekly topic, you will see assignments, materials, questions, or quizzes given for that week, with each assignment showing a due date or post date to the right. Some different types of assignments that you might see are reference materials, which are indicated by a blank clipboard icon. You might see Week at a Glance, which will allow students to preview upcoming week's assignments and lessons. You might see Video Lessons, which are supplements to classroom lessons. Another type of assignment that students might see are questions, which are indicated by a clipboard with a question mark inside it. Questions can come in the form of typed questions, where the student needs to type a response and then turn in that response. Or the student might get a question in the form of a multiple choice list, where the student simply needs to select the multiple choice question answer and then submit it. In this case, the student has done that, the teacher has returned this assignment and offered some personal feedback for the response. Another type of assignment that students might see are assignments with due dates. Assignments with due dates may or may not come with attachments. In most cases, when a student is given an attachment, it will have the student's name right on the attachment itself. The student simply needs to complete the attached document and then turn it in for a grade. In this case, the student has not turned this assignment in on time, and it is indicated by a red word missing to show that this assignment is still missing. If an assignment does not have an attachment with it, the student will need, in most cases, to add or create an attachment by clicking on the Add or Create button in the upper right-hand corner and adding the attachment by using any of these choices, or creating the attachment by clicking these choices and then completing the attachment within Google Classroom. The student needs to do that and then mark as done once he or she has completed. In this case, the green word assigned shows that this is not past due and the student still has yet to complete this assignment. The last type of assignment that students might see are quizzes. Quizzes come in the form of Google Forms, and they can be either open, where the students can click on other tabs to research answers, or closed, where the student is locked out of every other tab except for the Google form until that Google form is completed. In order to view their work, students have two options. They can either click on these three lines in the upper left-hand corner and click on To Do. This will open a list of all outstanding assignments in every single Google Classroom in which the student is currently enrolled. You can see that there are assignments that are missing, assignments that have no due date, and assignments with due dates. If the student clicks on the Done tab, they can see all the assignments that they have turned in so far, which assignments have been graded, and which assignments have been returned without a grade. Another way that the student can view his or her work is by clicking the Classwork tab and then clicking on the View Your Work link. This will bring up a list of assignments that are due in this particular classroom only, and they are organized by date. They also will show which assignments are assigned and still need to be completed, which assignments are missing and have not been completed by the due date, which assignments have been returned by the teacher, which is indicated by a check mark. And in this case, a comment bubble shows that the teacher has offered personal feedback to the student for this particular assignment. Or the turned in phrase, which shows that the student has turned in and completed the assignment and is currently waiting for the teacher to return the assignment. This list can be filtered by assigned or returned or missing work. Back to the Classroom tab, you see that there are 3 more links at the top. The Meet link is the same Meet link that we saw over here in Stream. The student has access to that same Meet link in the Classwork tab. The 2 other links that you see here, Google Calendar and Class Drive folder, are also very important for the student to become familiar with. Clicking on Google Calendar opens the student's personal Google Calendar, in which any assignment that is in Google Classroom will also appear here in Google Calendar. If the student clicks on the assignment, that will bring up the assignment title, instructions, and a link that will bring the student directly to that assignment within Google Classroom, and it will open the assignment for the student. In this particular case, this student has an assignment that has a rubric attached with it. The teacher has included this rubric, and the teacher can grade this assignment right within Google Classroom. And when it is returned, the student will be able to see his or her grade right within that rubric in this assignment. The last link in the Classwork tab folder that you might be interested in getting to know is the Class Drive folder. If you click on Class Drive folder, that brings the student to his or her Google Drive, and it will open the folder that is directly associated with the Google Classroom in which the student was just in. And any attachments that have been given to the student will appear here in this Drive folder. This concludes the instructional video, and we hope that it helps both you and your child this coming year. We look forward to a great year in 2021. Thank you.